Nous Somme. Recently, the officers of a French satirical magazine, Charlie Hebdo, were attacked by Islamist militants. They killed 12 people and injured 11 more. This included a number of cartoonists, other staff at the magazine, and 2 police officers. While doing this, the gunmen shouted "Allahu Akbar" and "We have avenged the Prophet." Charlie Hebdo was known for publishing controversial material mocking religious people and the political right, and it is believed that this attack was revenge for the magazine publishing mocking images of the Prophet Muhammad. In the wake of this horrific act of terrorism, there are 2 things I want to make clear. No matter what the content of the magazine, no matter how offensive or bigoted it may be, there is no excuse for this. There is never any excuse for violence of this kind. The staff of Charlie Hebdo had every right to publish material that was deeply offensive to some, and they did so every week. They should be applauded for doing so in the face of death threats and bombing, and they should be applauded for their announcement that they will continue to do so even after this tragedy. The second thing I want to make clear is that these gunmen were very much motivated by their religion, and that the majority of Muslims in the West abhor their actions. There is a strong strain of Islamic fundamentalism that endorses the Quran's call for death for those who insult the Prophet Muhammad. By all accounts, these terrorists were motivated entirely by a perceived need to protect the honour of their religion. This was a religiously motivated crime. At the same time, the religion of these gunmen is not the religion of moderate Muslims, who are the majority in the developed world. Islam, like Christianity, is a name given to the collection of religious beliefs that range from violent extremists on one end to pacifists on the other. As soon as this tragedy became known, scores of mainstream Islamic groups came out to condemn it. This happens every time there is a terrorist attack, but it often gets no media coverage. There are 2 things that we can do to fight against these extremists. The first is to recognise that the fight for free speech is not the fight against religion. I may disagree with theists about whether their religion is true, but any theist who supports free speech is an ally in this fight, and most theists in developed countries, Muslim or not, support free speech. The second thing we can do to fight these extremists is to stand up for our freedom of speech at every opportunity. The time to speak loudest is when people try to frighten us into silence. Nous sommes Charlie. We are all Charlie.